With Human Rights Day on Monday, Constitution Hill in Johannesburg is hosting its 2022 Human Rights Festival. It has returned after 2 years of COVID-19 restrictions, this in order to unite NGOs, social justice organizations and various other groupings involved in human rights. Well, the festival is all about exhibitions, art, film, poetry, theatre and other live performances. eNCA's Lindokuhle Xulu is there and joins us now for an update. So it might sound like a festival that is about the arts and showcasing those exhibitions, Lindo, but underlying all of it are serious conversations about the issue of human rights in our country.
That's right, Tulas. I mean, it's a festival that is comprehensive in terms of what it offers for different groups. And I can tell you that one of the things that the CEO of Constitution Hill said earlier on was to say this is essentially to make sure that people take an introspective look at saying that while there are these many issues in the country, what is it that individuals are doing? And that is why, Tulas, we find ourselves in one of the corners here where there is an exhibition. It is, in fact, two authors, one 10 years old, I'm sure eNCA knows her, and one 14 years old. So we just want to go into those conversations. They've written books as young as they are. I told them they're making me feel like a useless somebody. But thank you so much, guys, for joining us. I'll start with you, Sia. Just tell us about your book, what you've written in terms of what is in that book.
This is my book, Enough Stop Bullying. This book is an activity book. It is for kids and adults, any age. It has activities as soon as you're done reading the chapter. It has about 6 chapters. Let me quickly get to the first chapter for you. The first chapter is what is bullying. Second chapter is signs of bullying. Third chapter is why do bullies bully. Fourth chapter is how can bullying affect others. Fifth chapter is actions against bullying. And the last chapter, chapter 6, play your part.
See, I want to go into this book that you've written. Essentially, this one advocates for people not to be bullied, which is obviously a right for someone to be protected. But on a day like this, where we are going towards Human Rights Day, what do you think your book contributes towards that conversation of protecting people's rights, especially in the school environment?
This book, I think this book, we have a right not to be bullied. We're all equal. There's nothing wrong for us to be bullied. There's no reason why we have to be bullied. So I think this book is the one where we say we are all the same and we do not have to be bullied.
Thank you so much. That was very lovely. We'll move into you, Sibahle. Just give us a sense then of what your book is all about, but also the contribution it makes towards empowering others and protecting people's rights.
Okay. Picky in Egypt was published 2 years ago. It's a novel about an adventurous fairy who is a heroine at the end of the book. She saves the rain. Okay, so what it's about is she lives in a country with no rain, and people think it's because of climate change, but it's not because of climate change. It's because another country stole the rain, you know. I had this idea in my head, what if rain was stolen? Yeah, so I wrote this book because of that. She ends up saving the rain in her country and bringing back the rain in her country. And well, I think the contribution it makes to empowering people, well, this character is very courageous. She never gives up. She's brave. She's courageous. She's brave. Yeah, and I think that she can be an inspiration to, you know, the children reading this book to be the same as her. I think she could be a very good role model to young children reading this book.
All right, guys, so in the lack of time, I'll leave it there for now, but thank you so much. And I think it doesn't only encourage young people, but also us as those that are seemingly elderly to you guys now. But thank you so much for sharing, both of you. Picky in Egypt, as well as Enough Stop Bullying. Two authors, 14-year-old as well as a 10-year-old, just sharing some of their books that they have. But Thulas, you will gather some of the messaging around it. Someone who's brave, someone who saves the day, brings back the rain. It is some of the things that, as an adult, when you try and just analyze them, you look at issues of countries and sanctions and all of that. Young people are already having ideas in terms of some of the issues. Maybe they might not be fully aware of them, but if you look at the ideas here, they are speaking in terms of a solutive voice in terms of some of the issues that we're facing in the country, but also globally.
Yeah, absolutely. It's key that they get involved in these conversations as early as possible.